time for the closing arguments. Brought to you by Leskin Law. One-day divorce mediation. Peace treaties, not war plans. Visit LeskinLaw.com for more information.
You want answers!
I want the truth!
On the Fan Sports Network.
You can't handle the truth!
105.1 and 1080, The Fan.
All right, that'll do it for us. Bye.
See you later, bye. Let's let the music run out.
It is closing arguments. We're having the conversation in the 11 o'clock hour. What to do with Oregon State. And, you know, I am seriously asking the question, you know, when we spend nights show prepping for the show and we get in early and show prep for the show, it's not worth my bandwidth to do this anymore.
What was the first thing I said when I walked in? Did you see that bleeping statement from Scott Barnes?
That was the first thing you said. Read some of your thoughts here. I've been a Beaver fan my entire life. I've only watched 1.5 quarters of football this year. Won't watch another second. Haven't watched a second of OSU basketball since the Elite Eight run, and the NCAA tournament were the first games I'd watched all year. It's embarrassing how the university and president and AD just keep feeding the fans the same old crap and telling us the result will be different. The problem goes back long before Murphy and Barnes, but that doesn't excuse their culpability in its present state. Another person says, as a Beaver fan, I think the program is completely unsavable. There needs to be serious talk about ending the program because no program at all is better than this. Even Portland State isn't that bad. Let me see. I am told to bring my own ketchup packets when I go to Reeser because I guess they're always out of ketchup. Good thing I don't eat ketchup, so you don't got to worry about that. Where are you, dude? A lot of love for Danny Marang today on his rant that if you missed, you can go back and check on the Fan Podcast at 11 o'clock. And I think this is an apropos statement right here, and then I'll get to your thoughts, Danny. Got to keep talking Beavs, even if it's complaining. Apathy is the worst kind of program death.
And I said earlier that Oregon State fans should turn their back, and I did not believe that until this week. And I think the apathy is the only thing that you have left as a fan, as a supporter of that university. And for me, I'm not going to stop talking about it because it's not about the product on the field. Like the product on the field is a byproduct of failed leadership, failed execution, failed vision, just failure, abject failure.
Look, there are teams that are bad. Okay.
Yes.
Like, you know, paging James Franklin this week.
Brother,
like that's bad.
We brought on Ryan Clark to preview this season, and he was like, 8 wins should be the bar. I heard Sprague say this morning, I thought they would win 8 games. Ryan Clark was like, there's an outside world where I could see them winning 9 or 10 games. Like, that was supposed to be the product on the field.
Yeah.
They are so far removed from that I don't care about the product on the field. I don't. And I'm not saying like in the sense of like, I'm not going to tune in or watch. It's just irrelevant to me because everything else about the program is so broken. And it's not just football. It's everything. I mentioned this last week.
Outside of baseball.
Yeah, yes.
Go Beavs.
I'm talking just Oregon State athletics in general. I talked to somebody that operates in the crazy billionaire class.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you brought this up last week.
Who told me that the biggest donors they have are like, we're out, dog. We're out. You're not getting a penny from us. Mm-hmm. And we heard the story last week about Blueprint and the money from like what do they say, the $5 to $500 donors, that's all going to players. The fact that you have to clarify that shows you just how far off you are.
Yeah, and I think the easy complaint of, well, we don't have a conference and we were left behind. That stuff, go out the window with that stuff.
Cool, look at Pullman.
Because last time I checked, Wazoo's doing okay, but you got a baseball team. You got a women's basketball team. Like, you've been to an Elite Eight in men's basketball. Mm-hmm. I know that hasn't really shown since then, but like your women's basketball program is solid. Your baseball program is one of the top in the nation. Yeah. So there is an ability to thrive down there. I think you've convinced me, Danny, okay? You win the argument today. I think you've convinced me. And this texter did too. Apathy is the worst kind of program death. And I think that's true. I mean, as much as I, talk about my alma mater and not to just bring up my team in this, but it's because my team is connected to
They're
your
in the same
team,
boat.
To your team and will be forever. Will be forever now. I will be connected to Oregon State. If Oregon State shut down their football program tomorrow, forever, in 20 years, I'm still connected to your football program because of what we've gone through. So that doesn't work for me anymore, especially when you're showing you've got other athletic departments that are succeeding and are competing at a high level.
The limelight should intensify on Oregon State right now. People like you and me and anybody else in media in this region should be digging into everything. Whether it's the Sportico article or Bill Oram questioning Trent Bray that why should he be a head coach, all of those questions should continue to be asked and be intensified.
Boy, that Trent Bray argument on the sideline in what was that? The sideline reporter talking to him, dude, that looks so bad. On top of the dropping an F-bomb a couple weeks ago, like, bro, you look like you're losing it.
Give me a reason why. I'm sick and tired of like giving reasons for why everyone should be fired. Give me one reason why you should retain the president, the AD, or the head coach.
Flip it on its head like that, yeah.
Give me one reason.
Yeah, I don't have it for you. I don't.
If you do, you are a special kind of human.
Ooh, I like this thrown out. Where's David Shaw? Well, that guy would bring you some.
Go do something.
Yeah, this text got asked, is there a landing out there for OSU? Yeah, there is. There is. Look at again, to use my team as an example of somebody who's not very good, but we're not floundering. We found Jimmy Rogers. Is Jimmy Rogers the answer? I don't know.
And before that, you found Dickert.
Yeah, is Jimmy Rogers the answer? I don't know. But as a fan, dude, I like what I'm seeing so far.
You have to pull the ripcord. Everybody's got to go. And until then, like I said, the limelight should intensify.
The athletic departments are succeeding in spite of Barnes, not because of him. The ones that are succeeding.
I agree.
That's a great line as well.